Hello everyone, Optimal Training Group here. In this video, I want to demonstrate different options you have of styling your gallery. So some of you may be new to Power Apps and you're probably wondering, how do I style my gallery? As you can see, when you put your gallery in your canvas, it looks pretty plain. So some of the options that you have are, one, you can change the background color of this and then change the template fill color to make it pop. So for example, if I select my gallery and I go to my properties, select gallery, and then if I look for color, here's the color. I can change the background, maybe something like that, or let me see, something like this. You can just change any of these different colors. So then once you do that, what you want to do next is, let me choose this color. What you want to do next is, if you come here, you can go to your template fill property, and the template fill property, it allows you to customize the background color of each row in the gallery individually, and it gives it a more dynamic and visually appealing look. So it basically enhances the styling of your gallery. So I'm going to come over here, select it, click the pencil, and then I'm going to go to template fill, and I'm going to say, let's give it a white color, RGBA, and let's say 255, 255, 255, and let's say 1 or something. So that's an option. You can also, and if you didn't like that color, you can come over here, and you don't have to memorize the colors. If you just come here, if you hover over any of the different colors, you see that it gives you the RGBA. So for example, if I wanted this color here, you see it says 241, 244, 249. So 241, 244, 249. I'm gonna come here, 241, 244, 249. And let me change this color to something not so strong. Let's say I do this. So if you play with this, you can have different, you can select different things until you get to a color or a style or theme that you like. So another thing that you can do is, so let me go back. Let me remove all these different colors. Put it back to the way it was. So what if you wanted to style each row based on the status? You know, let's say you have a status. So this data source, it has a it's coming from a SharePoint list, and it has a status, and in that status is in progress or complete. So let's say, for example, I wanted to put like an outline for any of the rows that have a status of in progress. So what I can do is come to insert, come down here to shapes, and I'm gonna pick rectangle. She does that. I'm gonna bring this all the way out up to this point, and I'm gonna put a border of, let's say, 1. You can make that thicker if you want. You can even change the styling, dashed, and let's change this to, let's say, transparent or white. What happened? Let's do that again. Oh, let me pick my rectangle. That'll help. So if I come here and I say transparent, let me pick my rectangle again. I do have to give it a color, so let me say, let's give it a color of white, right? But then what I'm going to do is come here and I'm going to say send backward. Or is it send to back? Let me make sure it's still there. It's still there. Okay. So what I can do now is I can change the border. I can come here and I can change this border to a different color. I can even increase the border, thickness of the border. But what I want to do now is I want to make sure this shows only if it's in progress. So I can come here, still have the same row selected, and I'm going to come here to my visible, and I'm going to say if this item dot status, it is a choice column, so I got to say dot value is equal to in progress true, so make it visible, else make it false, not visible. And as you can see, only the ones that are in progress are showing. I see my load and spinner is not showing. I think it's because it's white. So let's come over here. And let me select my gallery. I'm going to come over here to the load and spinner color. Yeah, it is white. So let's choose a color. Let's choose this one, 118001. So let's come here, 118001. All right. So if I do this, oh, there's my spinner. My spinner's there now. So the spinner shows up when it's still when your data is loading. That's when the spinner shows. It's really quick. So as you can see, yeah. So that's what the spinner does. So what if, for example, let me go back up. So maybe you don't want the whole thing outlined, and let's do this. So let's select it. Let's select the rectangle, and I'm gonna come all the way over here. So maybe you want it just to show just a little bit. So you can do that. You can make it thicker. So if you were to move your, if I were to move the zip code a little bit this way, and I come back here to my rectangle, I can open it up a little bit. I just come to the width, say 50. That's too big, I say 15. So you can have that. You can also just fill it up. So I can come here, get my rectangle, and I can say fill. You can do that. So these are different options. You can also, if you wanted the other ones to have a different color that's not selected, you can come over here. I would just grab this formula here. I wouldn't have it to be, I want to make use of the visible property, because you want there to be a color no matter what based on the status. So I'll just make it true. All right, so it shows for everything, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to my fill, I'm going to say if this item dot status dot value, if it's equal to in progress, if it's equal to in progress, show my in progress as use that color there, or use this color. So I'm going to come over here and I'm going to use green as complete. So I'm going to come here and say 54, 176, 75. So let's say RGBA 54. Let me go back and look at the color again. I think I mentioned this earlier, but if you want to see what the RGB of a color is, just hover over it and you see a little pop up. So 54, 176, 75. 54, 176, 75. Oops. 76, 75, and then 1. Okay, what am I doing wrong? So do this, else do that. What's going on? Oh, yeah, I have extra parentheses there. So there you go. So if for the fill property of that rectangle that I've shortened the width of, if the status is in progress, then do this color here, this color. Else, if it's complete or if it's a different status, then use this color. I only have in progress or complete status anyway, so that's what we're going to use. There you go. And then you can still have all combination of everything. So I'm gonna come over here and I'm gonna choose a color just for the heck of it. So let's come over here and choose this color. And I can still go into my template fill. I can still go into my template fill. And let's see, what color do I want to use? Let's use, for the heck of it, just use the gray color. So let's come here and say RGBA 237, 237, 237, 1. So as you can see, it has that bluish color. So these are different ways you can style your gallery, and also if you needed to change the color of something based on a status or the value of a field, you can use the if statement to help you with that. And I also showed you how to change the color of the spinner, the loading spinner. So I hope this helps you. For those of you who are new to Power Apps, I hope this is a huge help. I know I kind of had questions in the beginning when I started Power Apps, so I hope this helps someone. Thank you. Please like the video and share. Bye.